Welcome in, sports fans. The knowledge machine is here. Ryan Ayers is back, and you are currently on air. And if you're getting a little bit of that cabin fever going already, feel like, this winter, if you're based in the Midwest, is just never going to end, there is no fear. The college football season, yes, indeed, is over. Alabama shockingly lost the national championship game to Clemson. So we go from the gridiron, college football, which is probably the greatest time of the year every fall when that comes around. But you know what? Something a little bit different, I feel, is on the horizon this coming college basketball season. It's not like seasons we've had in a while. I want to compare this college basketball season that we're in the midst of to the 2007-2008 season when Derrick Rose was at Memphis, Kevin Love was, at UCLA, and Russell Westbrook was also at UCLA. Don't forget about Tyler Hansbrough leading North Carolina to the Final Four. So that's what gets a person like me really basically pumped up. Is it's all about the one-and-done freshmen this year, at least look to be one-and-done, and that's what I want to really focus on today is that, and as well some interesting cheap player, if you want to call it that, or spoiled brat for Duke. You can probably get the gist of where we're going to head with the second half of this college basketball episode. But the three guys that I'm really, really juiced to see and take us all the way from January to March and the NCAA tournament, Lonzo Ball for UCLA. The guy's just such a smooth basketball player out there. I think the best way to describe him is he does everything well. And the second super frosh wing player out there is Malik Monk. He's already put up 47 in Las Vegas on a very quality UNC team that's brought a lot of players back from their Final Four run in the national championship game last year. And then there's obviously the high flyer, Josh Jackson at Kansas. These guys are not only entertaining to watch, but they're put in systems. They're also great basketball teams. And the two that I think that have an opportunity to go play in the Final Four this year, this is just my personal belief because of the people that are surrounding these guys. Kansas, they've got Frank Mason. They've got awesome players like that surrounding Josh Jackson. Graham as well on the wing for the KU Jayhawks. And then you look at UCLA. I think that's the second team that is a lock with Kansas to make it to the Final Four come April. I know there's a lot to go into this basketball season, but these teams are showcasing already how deep they are. And you look at UCLA, Lonzo Ball, the coach's son, Bryce Alford, and TJ Leaf out there. He can shoot the three. He can go down in the paint. Up and down that roster, they've got all the depth you can handle. Lonzo Ball's father's already come out and predicted a national championship, and I can see, it's a little bit aggressive, but you can see the confidence in his father, and a lot of the fans, I think, and alums at UCLA are feeling right now. They're dropping 100 points basically every time out. And when you're doing that and you go into Rupp Arena and take down Mr. Monk and Calipari's team, just about a month or so ago in their, backyard and really don't have any issues on the floor against the Kentucky Wildcats, I mean, that's a team you're going to immediately circle to want to check out come March Madness. They'll be definitely getting a 1 seed as long as nothing injury-wise takes place for them down the stretch of the season. But check out those guys. They're just, they don't really play like freshmen, especially the way they handle themselves and their ability out there on the court. When it comes down to crunch time, they're making plays like 4th and 5th year seniors do. But the second half of this college basketball program, I want to spend a little bit more time on individuals and team accomplishments for some of these, great college basketball programs out there right now. But this spoiled brat, Grayson Allen, needs to be called out at some point. I don't condone violence whatsoever, but we've already seen him have 2 incidents with tripping last year, and then again this year. He got suspended just 1 measly game. Coach K brings him back. little disappointing that he doesn't get multiple games, but they say, hey, they're going to handle it in-house, and they know how to handle this kid, and they feel it's the right time. And he comes right out. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen the video of the kick to the not-so-pleasant region to the Boston College player, and then shoving a Florida State assistant also this week. So I don't think it's about him being a Duke player and people putting the microscope on them. I think it's more or less this kid's got serious issues, and his draft stock is, I think, being crushed at this point. And he's got a little bit of the Draymond Green disease, it seems like. It's not all about tripping unsuspecting players. He's going for other regions, too. The kid, I think, is going to run into some more problems. With Coach K sidelined for basically another month, he's going to be looking for some issues coming his way, because Coach K, I think, has the ability to put the reins on this kid. But with him out here because of the back surgery, we'll see what takes place. You already got, programs in the ACC. Grayson Allen's a big-time cog for this team. Harry Giles is getting healthy and everything. He's another super frosh. And you know what? The kid's a big-time player, but he's got big-time issues. And if he doesn't get it settled, a team like Notre Dame, who Mike Bray's got his guys playing YMCA ball, he can just pluck 5 guys from anywhere, and that guy knows how to coach them up and beat anybody. So we'll see how that all plays out with Duke in the ACC. But you know what? It's college basketball season, baby, and I can't wait for this next month and a half run with this miserable weather, because we've got, I think, potentially the greatest basketball season in college basketball history coming up. And with that, you've just been on air, and I am Ryan Ayers.